Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in today's podcast. I'm really glad you're here. In this episode, I want to talk about how Donald Trump has been managing our nation, or rather mismanaging it. Now, before I dive in, let me be clear. These are my personal opinions, my concerns, and my observations. You don't have to agree with me, but here's what I ask. Just listen to with an open mind, because maybe, just maybe, I can offer you a perspective you haven't considered before. Now, let's begin and talk about the image Trump projects, or the reality behind it. Trump loves grand displays, Trump Towers, transforming the Rose Garden into a patio, wanting to spend billions for a golden ballroom. On the surface, these look like symbols of power and success, but are they really? Think about it. These are not investments in healthcare, jobs, or education. They're monuments to his own ego. A flashy building does not put food on our tables. A gilded ballroom does not reopen a rural hospital that had to shut its doors thanks to the big beautiful bill. Meanwhile, our economy is stagnating, unemployment is rising, hospitals are closing, and yet he tells us, "I'm creating millions of jobs. I'm boosting the economy." Does he ever show you the numbers? No. When confronted, he dodges, blames, accuses, or just changes the subject. That's the difference between a performance and leadership. One is designed to distract, the other is meant to deliver. And sadly, what we're getting is distractions. Let's slow down and look at just this past week. He pressured Disney to pull Jimmy Kimmel from the air. Why? Because Kimmel mocked him? Is silencing comedians really the mark of a confident leader? He labeled Antifa a terrorist organization, which doesn't exist. But what it really does is giving him coverage to target anyone who protests or disagrees with him. Now that's dangerous territory. The Bureau of Labor refuses to release inflation data for this year. Now that's suspicious. That's hiding information the public has every right to know. Then there was a tweet that Trump posted where he pressured his Attorney General Lindsey to go after his political opponents. Now let that sink in. He's literally trying to weaponize justice against rivals. Educated grants are being cut because they're not patriotic enough. Since when is education about blind loyalty instead of critical thinking? He's even trying to rewrite history books, scrubbing out slavery from our past. You can't erase pain and pretend it never existed. History is there to teach us, not to be airbrushed away. And let's not forget, he threatened to revoke broadcasting licenses, sued the New York Times for $15 billion because of them sponsoring Kamala Harris last year. That's not democracy, that's intimidation. Each of these may sound small in isolation, but taken together, they paint a very clear and dark picture of a leader who values control over truth, loyalty over liberty. Ask yourselves, do these sound like the actions of someone who serves the people, or of someone desperately to protect his own image at any cost? This is where we really need to pause, because this isn't just about Trump. It's about what his actions mean for us. When leaders silence critics, hide data, and twist history, who suffers? We do. Everyday Americans who rely on facts to make decisions, students who deserve honest educations, workers who need to have a transparent economy. This isn't about left or right parties. It's about truth. It's about the freedoms our forefathers fought for. It's about the sacrifices made by soldiers who gave everything to protect liberty and justice for all of us. And I'll be honest, sometimes I wonder how people can still idolize him, how they can accept lie after lie as gospel truth. But then I remind myself, fear, reputation, spectacle can be pretty powerful tools. That's exactly what he's using. Now, let's talk about the big problem, the issues that's been happening in Portland. Trump paints a picture of a war zone, a city under siege, under his post in X. But residents share videos showing a very different reality than what he's seeing. The truth doesn't match his narrative. Here's the critical part. He has no constitutional authority to declare war. None. That power rests with Congress. He attempts to frame domestic unrest as war are not only exaggerated, they're dangerous overreaches of executive power. And yes, that can be grounds for impeachment, because when a president crosses the line into treacherous behavior using war language against his own people, we all need to take notice. So for a call of action, what can we do? First, we stop being silent. Silence only enables the abusers. If you care about your freedoms, your voice matters. That's why I've included a template in the description below that you can use. Email it to your senators, call your representatives, remind them that they work for us, not for him. Second, we must hold on to the truth. Don't let gaslighting wear you down. Facts are facts, even when power tries to erase them. And finally, remember this. A leader who truly loves his people doesn't need a loyalty test. He earns respect by serving. He proves his worth through integrity. I know this episode has been heavy, but I couldn't live with myself if I stayed silent, and neither should you. I believe in this country. I believe in its people. I don't know if you believe in a higher power, but I certainly do. And I believe that together we can stand against lies, against intimidation, against this injustice, and against those who put power above principle. So I leave you with this. Freedom is very fragile, yes. It doesn't protect itself. It survives only when we fight for it. I want to say thank you for listening. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this meaningful, click the like, subscribe, and please share this with as many people as possible. Take care of yourselves, stay strong, and as always, peace.